What did your sibling do that made you realize they were a monster? For me, it was when I found out why my dog was mysteriously dying. My parents always called my younger brother Leo sensitive, but I knew the truth. He was a smiling storm. When I was 10, I spent a month building a Lego castle for a school contest. The night before it was due, Leo accidentally tripped and smashed it into pieces. My mom just hugged him and said, "He's just clumsy, honey. It was an accident." When I was 14, I saved up for 6 months to buy a used guitar. A week after I got it, I found it in the backyard with all the strings cut and the neck cracked. Leo said he saw some neighborhood kids do it. My dad believed him and grounded me for leaving my guitar outside, even though I swore I hadn't. But the worst was when I turned 16 and adopted Buster, a rescue dog from the local shelter. Buster was my best friend. He followed me everywhere. For the first time, I had something that was truly mine, something Leo couldn't ruin, or so I thought. Leo pretended to love Buster, petting him whenever my parents were watching, but when they were gone, I'd see him do small, cruel things. He'd step on Buster's tail by accident or kick his water bowl over. I told my parents, but they just said I was being jealous and trying to start trouble with my little brother. About 2 months after we got him, Buster started getting sick. He stopped eating, he was tired all the time, and he would just whimper in his bed. We took him to the vet 3 times. They ran every test but couldn't find anything wrong. He just kept getting weaker, and I was terrified I was losing him. My mom was worried too, but she thought Buster might be having secret seizures when we weren't home. So she bought a small security camera and set it up in the living room, pointed at Buster's bed. She wanted to record him for a day to see if she could catch an episode on video to show the vet. That night, my mom and I sat down to watch the footage. The first few hours were normal. Buster just slept. But then, around 3:30 p.m., right after Leo got home from school, he walked into the living room. He glanced around, then went to his backpack and pulled out a big chocolate bar. He walked over to Buster's bed, broke off a small piece, and forced it into Buster's mouth. The video showed him stroking Buster's head while the dog weakly chewed. Then Leo leaned in close and whispered, "Good boy, just a little more and you'll be gone forever. Then she'll have to pay attention to me again." My mom made a sound I'd never heard before, a gasp and a sob all at once. She didn't scream or yell. She just turned off the recording, walked to Leo's room, and knocked. When he opened the door with a smile, my mom held up her phone and played the video without saying a word. Leo's smile vanished. His face went completely white. My dad came home right then and he had to watch it too. There was no excuse, no way to call it an accident. We all saw the monster. Buster made a full recovery once the vet knew what was wrong. He said a few more days of poisoning would have been too late. Leo was sent to a special therapist, and our family was never the same. My parents finally had to admit that their sensitive son was cruel, and that they had been letting it happen for years.